What's up, you guys? I'm just going live right now, and if anybody wants to call in, I'm going to put my phone number in the chat. So we will talk. So that's what this is. That's what we're doing today. So if you're coming in and watching this recording, you might just watch me type on the computer until we get somebody in front of the screen or somebody on the phone. Otherwise, you're just going to hear me go about my regular work here as calls come in, which might be good for you guys. So anybody who's watching right now, I'm just doing a live Q&A session. So if anybody wants to call in right now to discuss commercial mortgage brokering or private money loan brokering, give me a call. We'll do a live discussion so everybody can hear your questions and how I would go about addressing those, issues on loans or whatever you got, sourcing deals. And if nobody's going to call in, you guys, then I'm just going to be taking my calls and making my calls throughout the day. And you guys can kind of hear how it works representing a direct lender as well as brokering your own loans. So if you're watching and you're looking for some entertainment, this might be something for you. So right now I'm just in my systems. I'm checking my emails. Man, I got like a ton of emails. I don't know if you guys can see this screen. Let's see if I can show you my screen here. Right. So here's a scenario right here. Issue, analyst, review, $235,000, tenant occupied. That's good. And the values look good. So we're rocking and rolling. Now I'm just going to go into these scenarios, start calling people. Here's one in Texas. This is Mr. John. He wants to know if I can do a deal out of Texas. So we're going to see how it looks. If you are watching right now, send me a thumbs up or something in the chat so I know you're actually listening. Mr. Habib. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Hopefully you can.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
John Newfer. When you get this message, give me a call. I just got your email with your scenario out of Keller, Texas. Deal looks good. Purchase price $260. Not bad. It's a 1-4. This should be an easy loan for us. I do see you have a closing date coming up, though, in 2 weeks. So anyways, I wanted to give you a call, give you an outline of how our loan would work here and how it would look and see if we want to get started. Give me a call, 253-719-9385. So this deal's out of Keller, Texas. Purchase price $260, total rehab $137, and their ARV is $455. So that's pretty good. My issue here, though, he's only got one flip in the last 24 months. So if he doesn't have more experience than that, then I'm not going to be able to give him his total rehab cost, at least through the lender that I represent. If Joan wants to partner up and we can work on brokering the deal together, we can always go that route too. So if you're just joining us, I am just going about my workday, guys, taking on scenarios, showing you guys kind of how I work deals, what kind of questions I ask. And I got my phone number there in the thread. So if you want to hop on the phone and just do a Q&A session with me, feel free to call in and I'll answer any questions you might have about partnering up with me here at Velocity, the direct lender, or new finance, working for my brokerage where I will train you up on how to do private money, commercial mortgage loans, and we'll be business partners. So feel free to call in. My phone number is in the chat, guys. Regardless, you'll hear some scenarios that we're working with our brokers. Going to share my screen. You guys a quick mailbox. We got a scenario in here. So if you guys don't already know, we do these Q&A sessions every single week for our membership students. So if you are trying to broker private money loans, do commercial mortgage loans, and you want to take part in these live Q&A sessions, you'll see on my channel, I do post them every once in a while. However, YouTube just gets the recorded ones that I decide to post. We do a lot more, and you get to actually participate in the Q&A sessions. This upcoming Q&A will be with Brent Truscott, and he's one of our commercial bridge lenders. But anyways, I think we have a scenario to review in here. Where did it go? Oh man, I'm already in the second half of my emails over here. There it is. Okay. This is a pool of homes in Texas. There's about 12 homes. That could be a good one. I'll actually call Luciano right now and see what he's got for us there. Hey, this is John.
Hey, John, this is Dan. I was just watching the live.
Yeah, you're on the live right now, brother.
I have some questions for you.
That's good.
But anyways, just a little background about me. I did buy I got your course. It was the Excel sheet for, I think, commercial lenders.
Oh, yeah. You came through one of my Patreon ones then. That was a while back. That was when I just got... yeah, go ahead.
I'm not sure because I know I watched the YouTube. I saw the link. I clicked it, and there was an Excel sheet for commercial lenders. It was helpful. It actually helped me, with the deal that I'm in the middle of right now.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, I think that's coming through my Patreon. And you guys, I had the Patreon set up a while back. It still is active. And so, yeah, no, I appreciate that, brother. It's a pretty big list, man. There's like 900 plus lenders in that thing.
Yeah. I had to really dial in to find the lender.
Yeah.
It's all good. Anyways, man, I'm now starting to focus more on commercial loans. I did some fix and flips, but I now want to focus more on commercial. I've been getting a lot of foreclosure bailout loans. And do you think it makes sense to kind of specialize with these type of loans instead of, trying to do everything? Because I'm thinking about just focusing on foreclosure bailouts since those are the loans that I seem to get for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, you could focus your marketing on foreclosure bailouts. I would say if you have like a solid source of capital that does that kind of thing and you're pretty comfortable with them, man. I mean, do you have a lender that likes that kind of deal and you know their guidelines in and out and you funded a few with them?
I know about 4 or 5. I'm trying to find more, but just 4 or 5 right now.
Gotcha. Well, do they do foreclosure bailout specifically? Do they market that kind of thing?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's the key to being a really good commercial mortgage broker is really just partnering with a few key lending partners, who offer a solid freaking product and they're legit. They're real lender. They're not going to scam your clients. It's a lot of scammers out there. So you need to test the waters first, though. I would probably test the waters before you decide to niche down on your marketing with a firm, So I'd probably try to put a few loans with them first before you decide to put any efforts into marketing down into that specific niche. That's a focused niche, man. That's probably too focused. That should be part of your marketing campaign, but you can get a lot more business outside of those. You're going to get a lot of ugly clients if you do that.
Got it. Okay. So what do you think about focusing on a lot of specialty loans like foreclosure bailouts, land loans? What else do I get often? I get like second mortgage requests. Do you think that could kind of work better than just putting myself out there and just say, hey, I just do hard money loans? What do you think about that?
Absolutely.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. The trick is the trick isn't getting people in the door. The trick is getting people to know what you're good at.
Got it. Okay. And let's say I test these lenders and they're solid lenders, right? And I can now start marketing and say, hey, we actually close these loans consistently. We can help you. At that point in time, what would you suggest as the best way to go about the marketing? Now, I'm thinking about Facebook ads. I'm thinking about cold emails. Right now, I get a lot of referrals, but what do you think works more in the hard money space? Because besides referrals, I'm basically new to marketing.
Right. I've tried a lot of paid ads, brother, and I haven't cracked the nut of paid ads on commercial and investor loans. I just haven't. I've spent a lot of money, and a lot of my clients have too, and the problem is you need a specific kind of borrower, and the type of borrower that's shopping and clicking ads is kind of like it's a tough borrower to sell in the first place because they got 10 other people calling them most likely because they've clicked on 10 other ads, The best kind of client in my experience, brother, is referral partners. And I run a grassroots approach, which is straight up hard cold calling and emailing my network and building a network that way. And if you can't do that, then you should focus on, hiring someone who can do that. That's my experience.
Okay, I see. So you're basically saying like, the cold outreach, and just cold calling basically these investors and seeing where their head is at as far as loans.
Well, referral partners. Primarily, I mean, when you're first starting out, my suggestion is 50% of your time should be spent on recruiting referral partners, and the other 50% is sourcing borrowers direct. The problem is, man, like the paid ads, like I said, it's the kind of borrower that you're going to get from a paid ad isn't necessarily going to be the best kind of borrower for you. And the second thing is, dude, you got a lot of upfront costs going into that, and it takes time for Facebook to understand what the algorithm is for you. So there's a lot to it. Referral partners just seem to be the best, and I mean that's
okay. I'll focus on that because it's working for me right now. So I don't know why I would go somewhere else.
Yeah, everybody tries to fast track the lead acquisition, and there's no special cure for it. It's just being boots on the ground and training more people and hiring more people to be part of your firm to be more boots on the ground. When you do paid ads for this private money loans, you're competing against some of the largest, liquidity rich lenders out there. You're competing against them for that business. What you should be doing is just focus. Yeah, for example, you go to Bigger Pockets. You could sit on Bigger Pockets all day long and chatter people and put input in and get responses from direct investors. You could go, you could hit up residential MLOs. Their information's out there. You just roll through the list. Everybody's trying to find a place to broker these commercial loans, and daisy chaining still allowed on this side. So, you pay commissions. Everybody's starving for commissions right now because residential has been hit so hard. So, it's really easy to start getting referrals if you just apply yourself, and start calling and letting people know.
Got it. Okay, I'll do that then. I appreciate that advice, brother.
Yeah, brother. Have you checked out the membership platform? I know you picked up that list, that $25 list that I was selling back in the day. But have you seen the membership platform?
No, I seen it on man, what's the name of it was a link I went on, excuse me, and for the link it had not just the Excel sheet for the lenders, but it had like how to market better. Like it was a full-on course. You follow me?
Yeah.
And then I think it also mentioned something about the membership program. I wanted to get situated with the whole thing, and then close some deals and join the membership program. So
yeah,
that's kind of why I'm watching you today, right?
I got you. Well, I'll tell you, I'll fast track your success if you just invest a little bit of money either in the masterclass or the turnkey brokerage system, bro. Like you're talking about paying ads right now, like dropping money on ads. We'll save you some time so you don't have to drop money on ads and you'll spend less money with us. So anyways, you could check out the deal room, the lender Q&A area, brother. The membership is really like a really good place for people starting out because you get to be part of those live lender Q&A sessions. You get the Excel sheets that I send out. So you don't have to go find the right lenders, We have a turnkey system that we use. And if you get a deal, you're not sure where to place your deal, brother. I don't know if you know this. I'm sharing my screen right now if you're watching. But you go to the mastermind community and
I don't want to echo or anything like that.
That's all good. You can go back and watch it. But you can come here, drop the deal in the deal room, and me or one of my teammates will tell you where to place that deal. We don't take commission from this. We're only charging $247 a month to be part of the platform. So it's like having like an analyst for your company for only $250 a month.
Yeah. So the deal room, that's kind of like where everybody goes through the different scenarios and whatnot. That's much different from the membership, or
no, it's the same thing. So the membership gets you basically into our community where you get our live events, our weekly lender Q&A sessions. We do exclusive trainings like this, kind of like I'm doing on the live right now, but I'll actually have students lined up, and you get the deal room. It's all inclusive. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's something definitely for me to join and think about for sure.
Yep. Yeah, I mean
watching this help. So.
Yeah. The purpose of me building this stuff, brother, is simply to fast track that learning curve that you might be going through. It's like a 6 to 12 to 24 month learning curve. It's like to get your first deal funded or a pipeline of deals. We fast track that for just, basically we want to get you from 6 to 12 months down to just your first 3 months funding your first loans. And you do that through our partnerships, through our advice. So, and our programs, our training. And you probably watched a lot of my YouTube too already, I'm imagining.
Yeah, no, that's definitely for me in the near future. Funny thing is about your YouTube channel, I came across it by accident. Because I had a commercial loan and I was going to send it to this lender. I forget their name. I think it's
Archway.
Yeah, maybe. And I saw her. I searched them up on YouTube. Sometimes I'll do that with lenders. Like I'll Google them. I search them up on YouTube, and some like good content will come up. And I saw the lady on your. She had like a YouTube video with you guys were talking about the programs and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then I subscribed. I've been watching since. But I've seen some lenders that I send deals to on the platform. So I was like, oh, maybe this is a good place to listen to.
That's good.
Maybe this is good for me. So I definitely see that in my near future. And I definitely appreciate the advice about the referrals because it's working for me already. I did start, I'm trying to think when I started. I probably started last October doing this. I have closed some loans, but I'm just trying to get to a point where it's like 3-4 loans a month, like more consistent. So
Yep.
definitely will be joining in the future and, fast track the loans.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the story of people's life. Trying to figure out the hard money game is sporadic commissions, And basically, dude, if you hook up with us, we're your business partner. We kind of drive you to succeed because you see everybody else involved. But yeah, brother, I'm here for you. It was nice meeting you.
Appreciate it. Nice talking to you.
Yo, thanks for the call, man.
All right, man. We'll see
All
you
right, take care.
soon. Have a good one.
What's up, guys? If you're just joining, I'm just working here, reviewing scenarios, commercial mortgage loan scenarios, private money scenarios, and I put my phone number there in the chat. So if you're just joining, feel free to give me a call, and I'll answer any questions you got. What's up? What's up? Welcome. Type in the chat if you have any questions about brokering private money loans, or give us a call. Give me a call. I'll answer your questions. You have a scenario you're trying to get funded, a commercial mortgage scenario. Maybe you got a borrower who's a fix and flipper. Maybe you're trying to broker. You want to learn about brokering these loans. Hit me up. Give me a call. Shoot me an email if you guys want to learn how to broker these loans, private money and commercial mortgage loans. That's what I'm doing here. Right now, I'm looking at a mixed use asset, SFR, and a light industrial mechanic shop at the bottom. They're looking for a 30-year mortgage. It's in Fort Worth, Texas. So I'll be looking this property up here right now. For privacy, I can't share my screen because I don't want this person getting hit up by every Jane and Joe out there. But for now, I'm just underwriting this scenario, and I'll verbalize it for you guys so you guys can kind of hear what I'm going through here. So it's a Fort Worth deal. Fort Worth has a very good population, which means private money is going to like it. And I represent private money. I am a private money lender as well as a broker. It's a mixed use asset. Purchase price $815. Closing date. Ooh, they want to close in 30 days. Throw me a thumbs up so I know you're listening. FICO score 630. That is a low FICO. However, if we're doing, it's low on perm for sure. I'd want to know the debt service coverage on this as well. So we need to find out the net operating income. So let's give him a call. We're going to give my broker a call right now. Hopefully he answers. I tried him earlier. get some questions answered and get them a quote. Something like this, the private lender that I represent, Velocity. And if you want to broker loans to Velocity, just let me know. We're a wholesale private money lender, which basically means we don't have a retail way of giving borrowers loans. You know, we don't have a retail front. All the loans got to come through brokers, and I'm a wholesale account executive there. So you got to get set up with me. Then I teach you the programs. I show you how to sell our money, and you're off to the races. We're one of the only true wholesale private money commercial lenders out there that does strictly this kind of stuff. We don't do conventional. If you want to get partnered up on that end, just shoot me an email, give me a call. It's in the chat. If you guys want to call in right now, ask questions. This is an open live Q&A session. My phone is in the chat, so you got me. In the meantime, hopefully you guys can hear this. Yo, Mr. John.
Hey, John, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. Praise the Lord. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Yourself?
Yo, man, I already said I'm good. Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's funny. People go back and forth 2 or 3 times on that front, but I called you out this time.
All right.
Well, hey, brother, I'm on a YouTube live. Just thought I'd disclose that to you. I can mute if you want, or if you don't mind. I just wanted to ask you a few questions on this deal to educate the guys who want to learn how to do commercial loans. Is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. So I got your scenario here in Fort Worth, brother. Mixed use asset. Was this a purchase or a refi?
It's a purchase.
Purchase. It's a purchase, and it's currently owner occupied. Does this borrower own any other commercial assets?
I'm not quite sure, but I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I would go as no.
Okay, got it. So he does, but the cool thing is owner occupied. I kind of like that. That makes my debt service. So that'll take. We look at owner occupied properties in a different light. Owner occupied, you're more likely to make the mortgage payments because you're running your business out of it. So our debt service requirement goes down, which is nice. How much is this borrower anticipating putting down on the purchase?
Well, he was willing to put around 20 to 22, 25, around that, I guess.
Gotcha.
20 to 25.
Gotcha. Well, I will tell you, if you're going to bring the loan here, he's going to need more than that. And most commercial lenders are going to require more than that, brother.
Okay.
Is there a reason why he didn't go SBA?
I'm not quite sure. He just reached out to me, that we're doing private lending, and was like, okay, well, can you run the address and see how it is?
Gotcha. I think I'm thinking he didn't go SBA because that FICO score is a little bit messed up. Now that I'm looking at it, 630, I forgot.
Correct.
So here's where I would sit with a borrower so normally I can go up to 70% on a straight up commercial asset, or even on mixed use, I can go 75% in this case.
Okay.
Does the borrower live in the subject?
No, he doesn't.
Okay, good. He just runs the business.
Yes, yeah, he runs the business, and his plan is to rent the house and run the business.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. I would go up to 70% loan to value on purchase here.
Okay.
With that FICO, oh geez, dang dude, my bad, 60%.
60%.
Yep. He's getting hit to 60 because of that FICO score.
So in order to hit to 70, what the FICO score should be then?
650 plus.
650 plus.
Yeah, he's just missing. He's 20 points off. He's got to pay down a credit card or get rid of a collection, man.
Okay, I will talk to him to see what's going on. Maybe we can work on his credit a little bit.
Does he have a wife or a business partner?
This is what I was going to ask him too. He might have a business partner. I would see what he's gonna say.
Yeah. If he's got a wife or a business partner, brother, I'll roll it. At a 650 FICO, because it's business partner would be ideal because it's going to be owner occupied business, but the wife could be a business partner. That works too. So let me know. I can do the deal though. I like the address. I like the location.
Sure.
Yeah.
What about the other property that I just said for the fix and flip? I'm not sure if you looked at it.
I did see that. My issue with that one is his experience. You're asking for a fix and flip, and you're asking for $175,000 on the rehab. However,
no,
37. Excuse me, 37. I see it now. 137 on the rehab. I love the ARV. That's great. But you listed that he only did one flip in the last 24 months.
Well, technically, he was coming from overseas, and he used to be a general contractor overseas, done a lot of work. I know this cannot be verified, but I mean, if we take that rehab money out, can you at least do the property itself?
The verification, this rehab that he did in the last 24 months.
Yes.
Did that happen here or did that happen somewhere else?
Yeah, it happens here.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I would, yeah, I mean, if the rehab went down to about $100,000, I could cover him on a fix and flip. I'd go 75% on purchase and 100% on the rehab.
75 in purchase and 100% on rehab. And we'll go down to the rehab to 100,000, right?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
We're gonna go down with the rehab to
correct
100,000.
Yep,
right?
100,000. Yep. So we're basing our fix and flip guidelines. We didn't used to have these guidelines, but we recently rolled it out, and it's actually made the program better. It's all about experience. So like I'm really like a good fix and flip lender when you start to work with people who have like 2 to 5 rehabs in the last 24 months. But for the early birds or the newbies, brother, unfortunately, 75 is the best I can do. But if you think he can make it work, is he a U.S. citizen?
He's U.S. citizen.
Okay.
Yes, and he's gonna make it work. He has very little money. I mean, he has money, but I'm trying to instead of him using the cash, I'm trying to pull him to get to the private lending thing.
Right.
And he's gonna be like one after another as a flipper.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. I get you.
Okay.
All righty, brother.
I will talk to them and I will let you know. And I really appreciate your call. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you. All right. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye. Let's get this mic in a little bit closer. Hey, can somebody send me a thumbs up or type in the chat if you guys could hear that phone call? Because I don't know if you guys can hear it well enough. Be good to know if you guys can hear the calls coming in that I'm taking over my phone. Otherwise, next time we do this chat, we'll just create like a Zoom session, and anybody who wants to call in or whatever, we can bring. You heard the call? Okay, that's great. Thank you so much, JGG. JGG, have we done any loans together yet? Feel free to chat me back here on my questions. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm going to share with you guys our ARV Pro loan. So that was a broker. Okay, great. Great, JG. Thank you so much for responding. If you're looking to broker these private money loans, just hit me up. We'll partner up, and I'll show you how to do it. But right now, I'm going over the rate sheets for our fix and flip program over here at Velocity. Now, you're going to notice one thing. Velocity is a wholesale private money lender, which basically means you can white label our rate sheets, right? So I'm not going to have any. I don't have any logos here on purpose because I want you to put your logo in there and show borrowers what you got. But our fix and flip program it's experience focused. So we have 3 levels: tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 3. That's where that person fell into, which basically means they have only 1 flip in the last 24 months, and that puts them in basically the most conservative threshold, for us. The more flips they do, the higher they go up to the tiers. So we'll go all the way up to 85% on the initial disbursement and 100% on the rehab. And we'll even give them up to $500,000 on that rehab. But for a first-time flipper or someone who's pretty new, they're just not going to get the same kind of exposure. And I'm going to put my link so you guys can register as a broker in here with me as well. Let me put that link in there. Give me a second, guys. Hopefully this link works. Here we go. So 2 ways you can work with me. If you guys are, well, there's a few ways. I represent Velocity Mortgage as a direct lender. So that's the first thing. So if you are already brokering loans, you know how to do private money, commercial loans, you can always just register with me as a wholesale AE with you. If you want to actually like broker, if you want to do more than just Velocity loans, if you want to partner up with me and learn how to broker fix and flips and ground up constructions and commercial bridge loans. You want to have a more of a robust product base. You can partner with me over at New Finance. So that link that I just put in there, that's to register as a broker with me over at Velocity, but you can actually get set up with New Finance as either a broker referral partner, or you could even get set up as a branch with me over at New Finance, where I basically give you all my systems and processes on how to broker private money and commercial mortgage loans. So I'll share my screen with you guys so you can see that. Here, you guys should be able to see the site. So this is my brokerage website. And basically, you know, we're just advertising to real estate investors. We're doing private money. That's all I do. I don't do conforming loans. You know, a lot of the brokers you'll meet, they do mostly conforming, and then they say they have some commercial stuff. Shoot, all I do is private money. I've been doing it since 2016. I've been in commercial lending for a decade. But if you want to partner up as a broker, there's a couple ways. I mean, if you click broker right here, you get started as a referral partner. You just click that. That'll get you in as a referral partner. Or if you want to branch up, you can even see my commission structure, how I pay my LOs and branches. Little software support cost, little branch fee, but you can charge up to 5 points. We give you an LOS system. We give you a dedicated loan processor. We do a weekly pipeline scrub. I plug you into my modulated training, which is right here. You can actually check out our modulated training right here. It's our turnkey brokerage system, where I basically give you all the knowledge and experience that I have brokering these commercial loans. I teach you my lending buckets system, which basically systemizes your private money loan brokerage. I show you how to work leads, talk to you about the client life cycle, how you should be actually interacting with people throughout that client life cycle. We teach you how to set the stage, tactics and strategies, sales and marketing, and we give you our turnkey partnerships, from lender partners to processors to title partners and so on all private money and commercial. So if you want to earn more money doing loans, private money and commercial loans, and what was just on my screen just now was part of our lender buckets list, which basically you get our primary lender buckets list. It's our whole business. And I would bring you on as an LO or a branch initially, or you could just pay for the training separately and you don't even have to be an LO. It's pretty amazing. All right. So my processor is working a file in the background right now in a deal in Nashville. That's what I'm looking at right now. And this is a pretty interesting scenario. He is an active rehabber. He's a BRRRR guy. So he buys, rehabs, rents, and refinances. So that's what he does. One of my referral partners, he mostly does strictly the fix and flip side. He's not used to doing the DSCR, the perm loans. And so he's letting me run all those for him. And so that's what we're doing with this client. He has about 40 properties. He just bought one and he stabilized another, and he's running into seasoning issues. He's strictly an investor. He doesn't have a good, strong W-2. And so we're getting him cash out with no seasoning requirements. All the way up to 80% cash out refinance, no seasoning. And that's what you get on the private money side. You know, when you get away from conforming loans, shoot, no regulations. I don't have to worry about disclosure timelines or anything like that. And we can work the deals. So right now I'm just going to send an email back to one of my brokers about that fix and flip loan so he knows what to do. So if I go quiet for a second, that's why. If you want to send me a deal or give me a call right now and ask questions about brokering private money loans, feel free to hop on the phone. It's in the chat. What's up? If you're just coming in, I'm just working here. And answering calls, you have my phone number in the chat. Feel free to check out the chat, guys. Give me a call. We'll talk about private money, commercial loans. If you have a scenario, a private money scenario, you got a real estate investor that needs money, and you're not sure where to take them because they don't qualify for a conforming loan, feel free to give me a call right now. I'll review the scenario for you live. If you want to partner with me as a broker, click one of the links below. You can partner with me as a broker. I will be your lender because that's what we do here over at Velocity. And New Finance is also a brokerage. So if you want to run deals through my brokerage, feel free to refer them on through. I'll pay you a commission. Or if you're a direct borrower, we will look at your loan. We'll get you placed. We'll negotiate with the lender. We'll handle title and insurance. I work with two kinds of borrowers. The first kind of borrower is a borrower who needs help getting funding. They're having a difficult time getting financing from anybody. And the second kind of borrower is essentially those professional investors who would rather delegate the financing aspects of their business to someone else like me because they're busy investing. And so they pay me a 2-3% fee to handle all the lender placement negotiations, title insurance, and closing the loan. I like professional investors. Those are who I prefer, but I will obviously help anybody who's struggling to get money. That's what we do here. So right now I'm just going through my emails, guys. This is what I do all day. I go through my emails. I call back my brokers. I review scenarios from our investors that come in through my direct channel. So you'll probably hear me review some scenarios here and call my brokers and ask them questions. That's what we're doing today. If you're wanting to learn how to broker private money loans, join up. What's up, everybody? Anybody who's coming in, let me know if you got any scenarios. I will review those scenarios for you live, whether you're a broker or a borrower. I'll review that scenario for you, and we will get you funded, or at least get you a term sheet. Or if not a term sheet, I'll hook you up with a denial here on the phone. Not a problem. Sometimes a quick denial is better than a slow approval. Slow fake approval. Ooh, we got people signing term sheets. I'm not allowed to show you the page that I'm looking at because of privacy. However, what I'm doing right now is I'm just working through my scenarios here, issuing term sheets. And sometimes I'll express to you guys what I'm looking at, why I'm looking at. I'm going to give you my thoughts as I review scenarios. What's up, chat? Looks like I got some deals here. I'm going to call Mr. Brendan. Hopefully you guys can hear.
Hi, thanks for calling. You've reached the voicemail box for Brendan Jonasane.
I don't know how much Brendan wanted to charge on this one, but I'm going to issue him out at 3% origination, because that's how much you can charge if you're brokering private money loans. And we'll hook him up with an $8.95 processing fee. Because if you're brokering loans and you don't have a processor, you're making a big mistake. Would you rather be processing loans or sourcing new deals? Which one's more valuable to you? And if you ask me, it's better just to allocate $800, charge the client for a processor, and spend your time originating more business than it is to be shuffling around paperwork all day. That's not originating. Half your time should be originating loans, new business from borrowers. Half your time should be spent working with referral partners, especially in the beginning. If you have a question about private money lending, just put it in the chat. I'm here for you. I'm not allowed to share what's on my screen right now. A lot of personal information. I'm just working loans, guys. And I'm here to respond to any questions you have about brokering loans to Velocity. Or if you want to partner up and work through my brokerage where we have more options, you can always do that too. Partnering up, I have links in there. You can partner up as a broker here at Velocity. Just click that Generate Velocity link in there. Or you can partner up with New Finance as a referral partner, if you would rather just refer the deal over. But ideally, you're brokering the loans, you're learning how to do the business. You're not just referring deals. But you might be making money somewhere else. You're spending your time somewhere else, and it's easier just to refer the deal and have a professional work it, like myself or one of my LOs. We got a cash out refinance here that I'm issuing terms out on. It is a $340,000 cash out refinance on an investment property. 700 FICO, that's good. I like 700 FICO. And no debt service requirements for me. If you guys have borrowers who have an investment property, maybe it's a high value property, or maybe they're running a business out of it and it doesn't quite meet, standard guidelines on what a 1-to-4 investment property would normally be rented out as, Velocity, we don't look at income, assets, taxes, and we don't even look at debt service on 1-to-4s. We don't care if it's an assisted living or I'm doing a day spa right now out of a 1-to-4. Pretty cool. Crickets. I wonder if you guys can hear sound coming out of my computer if I play a song. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. How about this? I'll put a song on and someone let me know if you guys can hear it. This is one of my favorites. Jefferson Airplane, White Rabbit. Ooh, gotta love those Amazon ads. You know, you pay for Amazon Prime and then it's like, now we got ads and all the stuff that we watch. It's ridiculous. Anyways. Can you guys hear this? Type in the chat if you can hear the song. If you can't, it's just me jamming out. I got to message Brandon, ask how much he wants to charge. Going through scenarios, that's all we're doing. In your hand.
How you doing, John?
I'm good, Mr. Bloodworth. How are you?
All right, just I'm working on getting over there with your brokerage thing, trying to recruit me some people. Also too, because this I see why you do diversity thing. That dude, that sales guy, he won't get back with me. What's the situation? I emailed him those I uploaded those statements, and I'm getting a letter from her thing, and the attorney, I upload the new docs that you sent me, that TRC, that TCR.
Yep.
But he won't respond in no way.
Who's he?
To get the other one, Sal.
Sal. Okay, what are you asking for Sal for?
I'm basically, I just upload and I just email. I'm just trying to get the HUD one, so I guess for the closing next week, it's going to go down.
Okay.
It's like I don't really know. I don't have no information.
Okay. All right. So what you have, HUD one's going to come from title.
Come from the attorney?
Title. Well, it depends if it's an attorney state or not, but whoever your closing agent is over at title company, or you know, your say could be a settlement attorney, but yeah, you gotta get with title, send them our title commitment request, that TRC, and they're the ones that generate your settlement statement or HUD.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when do I know if something is approved or anything? I know in the past it was communication.
Yeah.
going back to the client. The client had to sign something. It don't seem like none of that's taken.
Yep. Well, you're not there yet. You're not there yet. So I would say once you get your HUD in there, then we're gonna hit up Sal and have him do a scrub on your file, brother.
Okay. All right. Well, I just sometimes I miss it. Okay, if that's the case,
You gotta CC me on these emails too, because I don't see anything with you talking to Sal and
No, I didn't say I didn't talk to Sal. I said I looked in the portal.
Okay.
I have uploaded everything.
Gotcha.
And I sent the upload BCC.
Gotcha.
That's what I did.
Okay.
I haven't talked to you.
Okay. I'll ping him real quick to have him do a scrub on your file. But in the meantime, I know for a fact he's gonna ask for that HUD. So
Okay,
just
I call and see if they can get that to me tomorrow morning.
okay.
Thank you, John.
Yes, sir. Thank you, James. Hey, Colby, I'm doing a live. I'm doing a live right now on YouTube. So you're live in front of 1,000 people. No, I'm just kidding. I only got a few people on.
That'd be hilarious. I'm surprised you haven't hung up already.
No, man. No, I think it's funny. It's all good. But you're live right now, so if you want to talk, this is one of my good friends, Colby. If you want to talk, you can. But I'm doing a live for any scenarios for commercial mortgage loans and stuff like that. So.
Oh, right on, man. Well, you guys got a good leader here. I've been doing this for a while. Very knowledgeable.
Shut up. Well, hey, brother, I'm gonna call you back, okay, bro?
Are you serious about the live? Yeah, call me back.
Yeah, you're live. You're live right now. Just don't say anything inappropriate.
Oh, that's all right, man. Give me a call back when later on or something.
All right, thanks. That was my good friend Colby. I've known him since high school. We're closest friends, basically. So. If you're just joining, I'm here to answer any questions about private money and commercial mortgage broker. And you guys got a deal you want to send me, I'll review that deal with you live right now. And while I'm working here, you're going to hear some questions and answers that I'm going to have for my brokers, and it'll help you guys understand exactly what our guidelines are. We just working. Work. All right. So every once in a while, you guys can throw me an appraisal. So say your borrower came to you and they had an appraisal done, but guess what? They don't want to order a new appraisal. You can always throw that appraisal to me. I'll send it to my appraisal team, and we'll see if the appraisal is transferable. And basically, for us, for it to be transferable, in essence, you have to have that appraiser needs to already be in my panel. And that's the end of it. If they're in my panel, then we can transfer it. If they're not part of our appraisal panel already, then it's untransferable. That's how we do it. And this one that I got sent cannot be transferred. They're not part of our panel. Basically, it's like 90% chance that they're not on our panel. All right, I got a deal for a fix and flip here that just came to me. It actually came to me this morning. Let's call Mr. Justin and ask him some questions. I'm just going to tell him it's a no-go.
Hello.
Yo, Justin.
Hey.
Hey, just to let you know, you're on live YouTube, so say hi to anybody who's listening, which there's only one person.
Hello, everyone.
I got a question about your fix and flip.
Okay.
So that is a hefty rehab budget for the same value as the property, basically.
Yeah.
And then your total, I don't know. I don't see the ARV in there. But yeah, most likely we're not going to be a good fit unless there's some sort of, I don't know, miraculous reason why the rehab budget is the same amount as the house, or maybe a great ARV. Did you notice how those numbers might be a little bit wonky?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Normally, velocity doesn't want to see, and most lenders are kind of like this, right? It's like 50%. They don't want to see the rehab budget being greater than 50% of the purchase price. And this is like 100%, right? So I guess how we could overturn, our issues with it would be there'd have to be a fantastic ARV, and this guy would have to have a insane track record doing fix and flips or purchase and repairs and stabilizations.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it insane. He's experienced. I mean, his REO schedule's got about eight properties on there.
Yeah, I see that. Nothing recent though.
Yeah, so I don't know. I've run it by a number of groups. CB3 doesn't mind the deal if they wanted it to be about $50,000 less than the purchase price.
That's not a hard request. That's a simple one. Yeah, just cut out the helipad.
Right.
Or whatever he's doing.
Right.
He's got $85,000 in contingencies he could slice out, it says, on his budget.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, he'll be fine. Wow, CV3 will do it? Bro, I'm starting to love them more and more.
Yeah, I really like Savannah. I haven't done a lot with them, but again, she's one of those people that she gets back to you like within hours.
Yep.
I mean, she's always on it. I mean, even if it's a no, right? Like you just want to know. It's a no. Okay, can't do it.
Yep.
I've actually sent a lot of deals to them that have not been in the states that they do. So it's funny because I finally asked her today, hey, will you send me the states that you guys lend in? Because I keep sending you stuff and you keep telling me you're not in that state.
I thought they were nationwide.
They're in about 34 states.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I kept saying, it's like I send Delaware, don't do Delaware. I'd send New York, don't do New York. I'd send New Mexico, don't do New Mexico. So it's like, okay, Savannah, where in the hell do you guys went?
Yeah.
So the other group is Rodeo that'll do those bigger deals.
Oh, yep. Yep. It's Rodeo. It says they're spelled Rodeo, but it's Rodeo.
Rodeo.
Yep.
Okay. I always try. I try to do them with velocity first if I can.
Yep. Yeah,
doing stuff with you guys.
I don't think we'll fly that one.
Okay.
That's a pretty big budget.
Okay.
Yeah, probably too much. I mean, our max budget's $500,000, and we'll make exceptions on that with experience, but he doesn't even meet my experience guidelines. So.
Yeah. Okay. I think he's going to have to bring in for his share. I think he's going to have an equity partner.
Mm-hmm.
Put up the money too, which I think is going to make it even more complicated.
Yeehaw! Yeah, well, as long as the lender doesn't care where the money's coming from, I mean, it might not overcomplicate things too much.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Cool, man.
Yes,
Thanks for
sir.
getting back to me.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, see you.
Good. See you.
Yeah, bye-bye. That was just one of my brokers. He had a very large fix and flip deals, like $2 million purchase price, $2 million rehab budget, total loan request, like 4.2. That's just not kosher in a fix and flip world. Normally you want to see rehab budget about 50%, no greater than 50% of the purchase price, unless you're getting some sort of screaming deal on the purchase. Maybe the house is worth 100 grand and they bought it for 50, and then that's when lenders might be willing to shake it out. But yeah, those are big numbers. Too big for me. I can do max loan amount 5 million, but the rehab budget, I don't like to go above 500 grand. So that's a whale right there. If you have a scenario you want to run by me, you got my name and my phone number and email right there. Any kind of commercial real estate deals, no income verification deals. If you got a deal that doesn't debt service, I'm running no debt service requirements on my 1 to 4s. You get into multifamily mixed use, if it's a small balance, no income verification, none of that. Pedro, what's up, man?
Hey, John, nothing much. I saw you live on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm live right. You're live right now, brother. So don't say anything weird.
Okay. No problem. Yeah, actually, I have a deal right now.
Yep.
And so this guy, he's looking for a portfolio loan.
Yep.
He has 3 properties in PA.
Mm-hmm.
The big problem is his credit. His credit is around 650.
650. I'll take 650, man.
Okay.
I'll go 75% at 650.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put it into the velocity. It came back. Interest rate was like 11.2, something like that.
Yep. So, yeah. Velocity's always going to have those higher rates because of the no income, no tax verification, no debt service. So, what kind of loan were you putting him in? The flex term loan?
Yeah.
Yep, 11.25 would be where you're at. I think I can get you down by 0.375 because our rates dropped on Friday. So the new rate sheets should be coming out. So you might be able to get like an 11.11. Oh wait, no, a 10.99, or what is that? 10.81 or something like that. Just subtract 0.375. That's probably the best I could get for you on a cash out refinance.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know what he's gonna. I mean, because he just has a situation now where he used bridge loans to get the properties, and so he needs to refi. So he just needs to understand that because of his credit. I mean, I already explained to him that because of his credit is going to be higher.
Yep.
I already know he's going to give these problems the interest rate.
Are they all leased up?
No, they're all vacant.
Oh man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I mean, he can't expect to get. He's not debt servicing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. If they're all when did he buy them? When did he acquire them?
It all varies. He bought one like a year ago. He has another one that he bought a month ago. He has another one that he bought like 4 or 5 months ago.
Gotcha. So he's gonna hit seasoning issues too. So, yep.
Yeah.
I have seasoning requirements. Is he looking for cash out?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
is it 3 months with velocity or?
No, it's normally 12 months for max cash out based on appraised value, unless the guy bought the property and put some pretty good CapEx into the rehab.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, because he put rehab into all the properties.
Okay, so he might get appraised value then on them, as long as the difference isn't insane. Meaning, like if he bought it for 50 and he put like 20 in rehab and he's expecting like 150,000 cash out, that's not going to be enough skin in the game for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Yeah, I mean, what I would recommend here at this point, brother, you probably already know, you got to get that real estate schedule that lists the address, the purchase price, how much money you put into the rehab, what it's worth now, and what it's leased out for. You got to get a nice tight real estate schedule. I'll look at the real estate schedule and I'll see if the addresses are good. But yeah, man, if you have issues with the rate, I mean, that's just where I'm at. It is what it is. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I mean, most of the lenders have a minimum credit requirement of 660. So that's, if you had that at least, it would have been easy for me to place the file.
Yep.
But credit issue, that's what's making it tough. So
yep, he's got to be greater than 650 to get that 75%. But I'll still do the loan if he ends up less than 652. I mean, I'll go 60%.
okay.
And if he's even lower than 600, I'll have no FICO score requirement at 50% LTV. So, yeah. I mean, we'll run with him.
Okay. Yeah, I just have to make sure that there's enough to pay off the current mortgages. So I think that, if he can get at least enough to cover the current mortgages, he might end up just, doing it because he needs to do it. So.
Right. Well, let me know if you need a term sheet. Did you put it in as a blanket already?
I was left off on the part where I had to put in his address. So I put in everything else, but that was the last part. So I didn't fully submit it yet.
I don't see you in there, man. You might have been reassigned to a different AE by accident.
Oh, yeah, because I think I'm working with Todd.
Bro, why aren't you working with me?
Because I was already working with Velocity before I knew you.
Well, why are you asking me about this scenario then?
Because, what do you mean? I can't ask you about it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make any money off of it. You should talk to Todd about your deal.
Okay, I mean, I was just looking for a place, that you thought that I could send it to.
Outside of Velocity?
Yeah.
Yeah, CV3 is pretty good. Have you talked to CV3? Have you talked to Savannah?
No. I'm pretty sure their minimum was 660 as well.
Let me take a look. She might have stated 620.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, bro. Savannah's my go-to girl right now, but I don't know if she lends in PA.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, I'll talk to her. I'll verify that.
Yeah.
And can I ask another question?
Yeah. As long as it's not velocity rate at this point, bro.
No. So a lot of clients, they always they're requesting for 80% LTV for cash out.
Yeah.
And so obviously it's possible, but not in every case, And so I'm getting term sheets, for 75%, but the client is like, no, I want 80%, So it's like, you gotta go out there, try to find that 80%. So I just want to know kind of like what's your best way to go about that, because it's kind of hindering my process, because it's like, oh yeah, okay, give me like a day or two so I can find you the 80%,
Yeah, you have to explain to them why they're getting capped at 75. Because the lenders aren't capping for no reason, especially if you've hit a brick wall 2 or 3 times with other lenders. It's like, all right, why? And most likely it's a debt service issue, man. Maybe it's a FICO issue. I don't know what you're running into, but normally they're capping you because of debt service.
Okay.
So
a lot of times, like lenders will tell me, "Oh yeah, we can do 80%, but like not in that state."
Well, that's
what I typically run into.
Sure. No way, dude. Not everybody's saying just because of that. What's the state? Is it like North Dakota or Chicago?
It varies like Oklahoma. I remember CB3. They said that they do 80%, but not in Oklahoma.
Right.
That was one state I had.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can explain to the borrower that there's something wrong with your market in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't, because remember the golden rule. I don't know if you got this from the training or not, but you shouldn't be trying to get a perfect fit for the borrower's request, right? It's just like place them where you can place them. That kind of borrower might just not ever be satisfied as well. You'll go find them what they want, and then all of a sudden, and then it's still not good enough.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. If you hit a brick wall 3 times, like I don't like to work on the loans longer than 3 days. If I don't get any bites within 3 days, it's like I'm not going to keep working on it. But it's all about setting proper expectations and explaining why they're getting capped, and bringing them down to earth, and and weighing whether it's going to be worth your time. Keeping pursuing. Oklahoma, that's probably a really low loan amount too, huh?
That deal, it was, I think, actually the loan on that deal was like 400,000 or 500,000 around there.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, man. You just got to explain why they're getting capped at the 80 so that they'll settle with 75. That's my recommendation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's got to be something more substantial than, just because of the state you're in, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, I mean, there are crime statistics. Like if I run through, a bad area in Chicago or Detroit or somewhere that has like notoriously high crime rates, it's just say, hey, my private money lenders don't go that high in that area because they need to limit their exposure, because of the crime ratings. It causes values to fluctuate more.
Yeah. Sure.
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't waste time with someone who's never going to be satisfied, though. So just make sure you're careful with that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm just always just trying to just do the best for the clients, because the clients a lot of times are working with other brokers as well, and their brokers are promising them the world, so it's kind of like you have to.
Dude, I don't even take those guys on as clients. If someone tells me they're working with other brokers, I'm like, why the fuck are you talking to me? Excuse my language, but it's like, I'm not going to compete against another broker, because I'll get you an offer and then you'll take that offer to the other broker, and we'll go back and forth, play patty cake until no one's making any money.
Yeah.
I'm not interested if someone's going to be shopping. So I purposely send a email at the very beginning, and on my first phone call, I say, okay, I set their expectations. I build myself up as the professional, the guy they want to work with. And I say, okay, if we were going to work together, I need to have exclusivity. Otherwise, we'll get broke. And literally what you just said, I put in my email as well. I say, you'll get brokers who'll show up out of nowhere, promise you the world, and under deliver every time. And I don't want that muddying my job, working with you. And if they tell me, well, I'm shopping and this is what I should do as a responsible borrower, it's like, well, if you're not committed to working with me, then I'm not going to be committed to working with you. I can't take you on as a client. That's what I say.
Yeah.
You have to have exclusivity, man.
Yeah. Okay. 100%. Okay. Yeah. Because I ran into that situation twice already a couple months ago, and last month as well. So
you need
some nice commissions. I was like, damn.
No, you need to be clear on the first phone call. One of the questions you're asking should be, are you working with anyone else? Have you tried anyone else, or what have you tried so far? Are you working with anyone else right now? And if they say they are, then it's like, okay, well, why are you talking to me right now if you're working with him? It's like if I hired a marketing company to market my product, whatever, like an agency, and then I start working with another agency, it's like, they're going to get in the way of each other with my marketing message on the internet. You can't, that's not fair. And they'll run into a lot of brokers that are really crappy. What's going to end up happening to that borrower, you're going to say, if you keep doing this, you'll just tell them, if you keep doing this, like working with one broker and then going working with another broker, your loan's going to get shopped around. The lenders are all going to see your loan multiple times, and they're not going to want to fund your deal. That's what happens. Because it's true. That is what happens.
Okay. Yeah, when I ran into that situation, the reasons they say that they're, they already have a broker, but they're looking for other options because they're just looking for more options, because other people can offer different things.
No, that's a terrible answer. That's not someone you want as a client. Do you want your wife, who, you're dating, right, or whatever, saying that to you. Oh, I just want to keep my options. Like if someone comes up to you, they're married, and then they like come on a date with you and they're like, yeah, I'm married, but I want to like see what else is out there. It's like, is this a girl that I want to get married to? Like, no, you can't do that. So the only reason you should be taking someone on like that, maybe, is if like the only exception, this kind of happens sometimes, is like, I've been working with a broker. It's been 3 months. I still haven't closed my loan. What the F,
Mm-hmm.
At that point, like if they're like, screw this guy, I'm done. That's a different story. Then they're moving on,
Okay. Yeah, well, that's something I've also heard as well. Just that, just don't answer the phone, the broker. Or lenders, too. I even call lenders. I don't know. I guess that's something kind of common.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, that's why you got to use, so like we have our lender bucket systems in place, which you didn't, I don't think you went through the lender bucket system. You just came into the membership. But like the reason why we have the bucket system and my Excel sheet that we use for our masterclass clients is because there are too many private money lenders out there advertising private money that just don't ever get back to you, and they do a terrible job. It's like, just stick with the Nikes, the Adidas, like I told you in the first place, I think when we first started talking, like you got to stick, you don't go into a big five, and they're selling every shoe on the planet. They're selling like 6 shoes, like Adidas, Reeboks, Nikes, right? And so on. Bro, if you just stick to your primary lenders instead of going out and trying to find the right money for every borrower, you'll do a lot better. You'll say no more often, but you'll start getting more yeses because people understand what you're doing. What kind of loans you're really good at. So I don't know. I don't go outside my boxes more than a day. So like if, a day or two, because it's a mystery, right? You'll hit someone up and then you'll drag the client on and waste their time.
Okay. Got it. All right then.
It might not be the answer you want to hear, but yeah, I found that's the opposite way that you should be brokering. You're sourcing borrowers for your lenders. You're not sourcing lenders for your borrowers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You got to reverse it.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I do the best job that I can to find quality, leads that can qualify for the lenders. Sometimes it's just like this situation, where the credit is a little lower, so it's can be a little tough to find the right place for it.
Yeah, you shop it out a little bit, man, but don't kill yourself doing it because there are more qualified clients out there for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. You still living in Brazil or something? Where are you at again?
No, yeah, I was in Colombia. Yeah, almost 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You get down to your roots, aren't you? Or don't you have Colombia in you or something?
No, not Colombia.
No.
Yeah, no, Dominican. So.
Isn't Colombia like the only place in the world that you're still allowed to grow cocoa leaves or something? And like, it's either Colombia or like Bolivia or something.
I have no idea. But, the people there are like 50-50 about Pablo.
Uh-huh.
Some people like him. Some people don't like him.
About what?
Pablo Escobar.
Oh, Pablo Escobar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is he dead or he's in jail?
I think he's dead.
I think he's dead.
You see, the show on Netflix?
Yeah, I think he got like arrested and then he keeps breaking out because he's like freaking boss, mob boss.
Oh, like in his own prison cell or prison, whatever.
Yeah, like digging out and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen the special, but I think I saw something on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got that YouTube addiction, that jaw grinding YouTube addiction. Man, I can't get off these YouTube. I just feel like I'm not productive unless I'm listening to something. Oh, it's funny, man. Yeah. Well, good, man. Good to hear from you. Let me know if you want to partner up in another way, okay? I'm taking on branches over there. So if you want more of like an in-depth, partnership, feel free. Instead of jumping on these live sessions, we can just have more one-on-one contact.
Yeah. Okay.
All righty.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you got it, Pedro. See you, man.
See ya.
Bye-bye. That was Pedro. Pedro's been following my YouTube videos for a very long time. He closed some deals with them, and then he signed up for our membership platform, which basically means you can jump on our lender Q&A calls. We do exclusives kind of like this every once in a while, and you get the Excel breakdown of every lender Q&A that we do. So we do the Q&A session, and he gets our deal room. So if he puts a deal in the deal room, me or one of my brokers will tell him where to place that loan at no cost. We're not charging bips or anything like that. We just tell them where to place the loan if they get a scenario. So that's part of the membership program that people are part of. Rich, are you saying hello? Hello back. How you doing, man? If you want to run a scenario, if you want to be live on a call, feel free to call that phone number right there. We'll get you live. You can ask whatever questions you want. All right. All is well. I don't know which Rich it is, brother. I don't know who you are exactly, but all is well, my man. Just trying to get the word out of what we do. Private money and commercial mortgage loans.
Hi, thanks for calling. You reached the voicemail box for Brendan Jonas.
Yeah, Brendan's not answering. I need to issue a term sheet for him, but I need to know what he wants on origination. On the resubmission, of Hempstead. There we go. Rich 777. Who are you, man? How do we know each other? Sorry, this part is LC. Uh-oh. That's not good. We need to close individual. That's nice. Okay, I'm partnered with a few firms and training firms, training and mortgage firms. And if you want to get set up as a broker over at Velocity, so Velocity is a wholesale private money lender. If you want to be a broker, just email me. My email's in the chat. It's also on the screen, and I'll get you set up, and we'll start running private money commercial loans for you. You can represent our money. We do white labeling too, so you can show as a lender of record, and you can show as a lender of record on our loans, and you don't have to put up your own money either. It's true white label, private money, commercial money that you can sell. I'm setting up a broker right now with Velocity. There's Brendan. Hey, Brendan, how's it going?
Good, good. How you doing, man?
Good, brother. Good, brother. Hey, just to let you know, I'm live on YouTube right now, so don't say anything inappropriate, or if you want, I can mute, and we can talk that way, whatever you want.
Copy that.
All right. Cool. So,
I call on YouTube. All right.
yeah, man, I got you on YouTube right now. I gotta let you know before you before you start talking dirty to me, you know.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Go ahead and tag me then. Tag me on social.
Tag you. I don't know what your YouTube. How do I do that?
You could just tell your followers to hit me up on Instagram.
All right, all right. I'll do that. Brent Jonas Saint. What is it?
No, at your commercial lender. Your commercial lender. Hey, this guy John Newford helped me in my process as a broker, so shameless plug for him.
There you go. He's the GOAT. I like that. That's what I like, baby. That's good, man. Well, hey, I wanted to just ask you what you wanted to charge. 2%. I thought you were charging more than 2%. So, yeah.
Good question, man. Yeah, this deal, now that I think about it, I just sent you something standard, industry standard is around 2%. But for this deal, with it being, kind of like a small balance, 3% is fine.
Yep. And I think you've worked Hempstead a few times. And
he's back.
Yep.
Yeah, he's back. So
okay, cool. So three points. I will roll 3 points, and if he pushes back, we can always move it around.
Yep.
All righty, Brendan. Thank you, brother.
All right. Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, bye-bye. Brendan. That was Brendan. Brendan's got a following. He's got to have like 100,000 people on Instagram at this point. He does business loans. He also he'll broker some deals to Velocity every once in a while. But I've known Brendan for a while now. Ever since when he first got into doing business loans, I think we were connected. Excuse me. Oh, cool. I already issued out at 3%. See, that's my standard. 3%. Charge you guys 3%. Work your way back. Commercial loans, private money loans, lenders normally charging 2. If you're a broker, you throw in 1 on top. So industry standards about 3 on a lot of this private money stuff. So Velocity doesn't charge any points though. We're wholesale, so you can charge as much as you want on the front. And you can even do some yield spread in the back. And if you are an investor and you're watching this, you can broker your own loan to Velocity, but just know you're going to be brokering that loan. So you're going to be doing some legwork as well. And I'm doing these to help you guys make some money. You guys need to learn how to provide for your families. Maybe you are already providing, but you've had a tough year in the residential space. And you want to start getting into private money in the commercial side, maybe doing some more business purpose loans. That's what we do here. And that's why you come work with us. Expand your reach. On private money, it's neat. Residential, if you want to get licensed, like if you want to do loans, you got to get licensed in each state that you're originating loans. It's nuts. But in commercial business purpose loans, no licensing required, 90% of the states. So you can take your little map of originations from maybe you're just in Washington State, and you can turn that into nationwide. Go to Florida, go to New York, go to Arizona. You go pretty much, well, not Arizona, but you might need a little bit of license in there. But you're still doing private money, and people are willing to let you tag on to their licenses, even if you aren't fully licensed out. Don't tell anybody I said that. There's partnerships you can make. All right, issuing this term sheet out. Brendan going to make 3 points on his 340. That's about almost 10 grand. Actually, that is 10 grand, a little over 10 grand. Go, Brandon, go. Partner up with me, make 10 points on your loans. All right, we got a duplex scenario here. You guys can't see what I have on my screen because it's private. And I wouldn't want anybody to get mad at me over privacy here on YouTube. But you'll be able to hear my thoughts and scenarios. And if you have a deal you guys want to work, let me know. And we will work that deal together. All right, we got a referral from one of my brokers. He says he's got somebody who wants to do this private money stuff. So that's how we work in this space. A lot of referrals. Hello, Nicole. Ping me information so we can work together. That's how I respond. Nice and easy. I put smiley faces and stuff into my emails now. I never used to do that, but the HDMI or the HTML stuff is getting pretty good. All right, so here's the thing. If you guys don't know this, sometimes you can buy a property that's owned by an LLC, but that LLC is owned by another LLC. That's called a series LLC. Okay, here at Velocity, we don't like series LLCs, and other lenders don't like series LLCs. We need to either lend directly to one LLC, one entity owned by a person, or lend to the person, one of two. So we don't like series LLCs because it starts getting muddy on who owns what. Where is the equity? How is the guarantor even related to this LLC and this LLC and this LLC, right? It's called a series LLC. That's an issue I'm running into on one of my loans. This is when I start getting kind of hungry. About 2:43, it's almost 3 o'clock. I got about an hour left of work. Start to get hungry. All right. So I work off of 2 emails. I have my Velocity email, which is the lender I represent directly. And then I do run a brokerage in the background for my LOs and anybody who would rather just refer a lead instead of actually working the deal top to close. If you're just referring leads, then you have to put it through a brokerage. And that's my brokerage. We got 2 loans rolling over there at my brokerage right now, at least under me. My LOs have other deals. Okay, good. And we're rolling over there. These are no seasoning refinances. Gotta love them. No income ratios. Man, I'm busy today. So I work top to bottom on my emails. So if you ever email me in the very morning, you might have a problem because there might be emails that stacked on top of you early in the morning. And I'll go top down because it's kind of more urgency, but sometimes you'll get squeezed in. You never want to be that very first email in the morning because you'll get squeezed in. I'll go top down, then I'll go bottom up, right? Try to hit everybody fairly. Sometimes you get squeezed in. No additional risk. Truly. Okay, someone had a question about table funding with Velocity. Is there additional risk as a table funder? And the answer is no. Table funding is essentially the same thing as brokering with Velocity. The only difference is you show as the lender of record from start to close. The reason why there's no risk is because in our disclosure, in our statement on who the assignees are, who's actually giving the mortgage, it will say your company name, like my brokerage, like New Finance LLC. It'll be the mortgagee. It'll say New Finance LLC and or it's assignees or teamas, which basically means New Finance can assign the loan to whoever they want after we close. So if you sign a loan for something like that, just know, if you see a clause that says and or assignees or teamas, that means the lender can sell your paper wherever they want, whenever they want. When we table fund, we get a power of attorney, which allows us to assign the loan over upon closing. Anybody has any scenarios, let me know. What? I got to answer a question that somebody has here. It's getting hot in this room. Get a little wind. Little wind.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is...
He had a question about table funding. I was going to just give some clarity there. Ooh, wife's got mashed potatoes fixed downstairs. She wants me to come and eat it. But I'm locked up here in the den, working away. Gotta work. What is this? People giving me referrals all over the place. What's up, Mr. Buckland? Frank the Tank. If you've ever seen not Step Brothers, Frank the Tank, Old School, the movie Old School, so good. So good. Frank the Tank. Here he is. If you're joining the chat, you want to learn how to do private money commercial mortgage loans, let me know. That's what I'm here for today. I'm here to answer questions, let you guys listen to my Q&As that I give my borrowers and my brokers. Okay, so here's a question. Someone has a question about doing a loan. Business. So if your property is owned by an entity and you're at a 50-50 ownership with another owner, we will allow one owner to be a guarantor. We don't need both people to guarantee the loan. That's a... I'm trying to turn this off. It's kind of loud. Dang, dude, oh my gosh, I got emails. Still digging out of emails from like last week.
Hey, John.
Dan, how are you?
Man, I'm doing terrific.
Good.
I think I'm going to make it.
Good. Praise the Lord. Well,
Amen.
Amen. That's right. You got to have faith, man. You got to have faith, especially in this business.
You ain't kidding. It's a roller coaster.
That's the way it is. I tell people, if you want to be a commercial mortgage broker and private money, man, you better have, because it's kind of magic when things actually close sometimes. You're like, I can't believe that funded.
Listen, my wife, Melissa, in real estate, she's dealing with a deal that has gone on for 3 months.
Uh-huh.
And her lender is United Mortgages, I think, Union Mortgage. And they've had to sell it off to a California lender or either work with a California lender who has just been putting them through the hoops on every little thing.
Oh, yeah.
And she's just about ready to pull her hair out, and so is her go-to lender over this. And this is a guy who has put $80,000 down on a $300,000 property. So it's not like we don't have an element of risk here. This guy's not going to walk away from his $80,000 deposit. And I thought, wow, this industry's a little sick.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, anybody can be a private money lender. That's the thing. Dan and John can run a private money firm, and there's no regulations surrounding when we say no, how we say no. It just is what it is. But you know what? I prefer less regulations somewhere. There's a reason why I'm in private money, because I don't like getting pushed around by government regulations. So.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Yeah. Well, hey, brother, I thought I'd just give you a call. And, you've probably seen some emails go out from my processor. She's processing the loan. So she's going to be asking for stuff from our borrower now. Okay. I don't know. I think you've been CC'd. Let's see. Did you get an email?
Yes, I have. And I talked with Rod about an hour ago, and most of the documents there we already have available, so she can expect those probably within the next 24 hours.
Perfect. And he's sitting at 75%. That's where they put him.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And I'll let him know.
I'm not sure. I don't think he'll be surprised by that, but anyway, he should be fine with that.
Yep. It's the debt service. That was the problem.
Yeah.
But yep. So we're rolling. We are rolling with the lender.
Oh, good. And I've got 3 more deals to send to you. I'm waiting, and I'm embarrassed, John. I didn't find out that this is in Springfield, Ohio. One of the guys I've been working with, and with all of the stuff on the dogs and the cats and the pets being killed, I thought, oh no. But I'm working with the guy in Springfield, Ohio, who has got a bunch of rental properties. I already got all the applications ready to go, but apparently it's with his significant other, his wife, who's got some health issues. But I'm hoping to resolve those shortly and get those sent up to you.
Is there something I don't know about dogs and cats and stuff dying? I don't know. Am I out of the loop?
Oh, yeah, you're out of the loop, John. You need to get informed. This happened the night of the debate with Trump and Kamala Harris. And he was talking about the illegal immigrant population. And she said, oh, there's no truth to it and all that. And he came back, oh, no, in Springfield, Ohio, they are eating dogs and cats. It's some of the illegal Haitian population of immigrants that have gone that are under protective status that Kamala Harris and the Biden administration has brought in, and they were all calling him a liar. Well, it turns out that it's absolutely true. And I had the 3 applications to send up to you the Tuesday of the debate, when, of course, none of this was on the table. And that night, I was mortified because I was working on a 4th loan with this guy out of Springfield, Ohio, who involved a Haitian grocery store owner that does $500,000 a year of business that was wanting to buy one of his commercial businesses or his commercial store. And I thought, oh my Lord, where did I get this impeccable timing? I thought you would kill me if I sent those up there to you, but oh yeah, it's very real in Springfield, Ohio. If you Google it, it's going nuts about the Haitian population and the stuff.
So are they raising cats and killing them, or?
Apparently, they're accusing the Haitian population of taking neighbors and neighborhood cats and dogs and killing them, particularly the cats, for voodoo.
For voodoo
rituals, yeah.
They don't eat them. They do voodoo.
Well, they do voodoo, and it's something about. It sounds gross, but sucking on the blood and the bones of cats, and then putting the rest in a stew or dish. My brother's been down to Haiti as a missionary evangelist many times, and so is my cousin, who's a doctor. And it's absolutely true. They document it. It's common knowledge.
Yeah.
But apparently this Haitian population has brought that right to Springfield, Ohio. There's 15,000 of them that were brought in, dumped in by the administration, bussed in, and they get off the bus, and apparently they go down to whatever office they have to register, and they're getting $3,000 a month from the government.
Oh my word.
Yeah, so it's turned into, I mean, if you're a Trump fan, you're thinking, wow, this is great because it's good content. I mean, TikTok is full of all this content where they're interviewing residents of Springfield, Ohio, who's claim this is true and this is what's happening. So my contact up there, Brian Kenter, he's just a businessman. He's kind of like, Rod. He's a mover and shaker, buying and selling properties, and he's not really too concerned about, the minority type issues. He gets a house and he can fix it up and sell it, and resell it or rent it out. He's never told me whether he's renting it out to Haitians, and I don't care. It's very well documented, but still,
wild.
It's become an issue. And then when he put me on the phone with a woman, Haitian woman, I couldn't hardly understand her. John, she's one. To you of Springfield, Ohio. So
that's interesting. That's weird. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it is, that's what happens when you open the borders. My wife and I kind of talk about this. It's like, this is what's happening up here in Washington State. I talk to people from the East Coast. A lot of my brokers are East Coast brokers. And I say, have you guys noticed like the migration, the great Ukrainian migration, I'm calling it. It's like I'm Trump now. It's like the great Ukrainian migration, right? But, and they're like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. But here in Washington State, man, it's like I go to a park and it's like everybody's speaking Ukrainian because Ukrainians are family. They're like they have big families. And they're mostly Orthodox. So my wife and I are like kind of conflicted. It's like, well, they're coming over because we personally know some Ukrainian families and we have Bible study, and we know some people are coming over illegally because, they need to get out of Ukraine. Like, it makes sense. But at the same time, like when people come in illegally, they bring their culture. They didn't migrate legally, so they don't really feel like they have to adopt the American culture, but they bring their cultures in, and that might include killing cats and dogs,
John,
doing voodoo.
That's exactly. I mean, I'm watching it. I'm not surprised. I've got a brother who's a missionary evangelist and a pastor. He's been to Haiti on dozens of trips. My cousin has headed up some of these missionary operations for the Pat Robertson CBN and the Assemblies of God denomination. This guy's been down there 40, 50 times down there to Haiti. And I've heard the stories when they come back about the culture. And so I'm not shocked when I hear that cats are being taken off the street and they're catching the cats being skinned and put in some kind of stew, and that for voodoo rituals, they're, drinking the blood and sucking on the bones. And they're going down to the parks there in Springfield, Ohio, taking geese that swim in the lakes or ponds, grabbing them by the neck, chopping their heads off, and that's food for them. And in their culture, that's nothing out of the ordinary.
Right. But you can't kill the geese. You can't do that here.
No. You get some people in Springfield are up in arms.
Yeah.
But what's sad is it came upon them very slowly. They weren't aware of, I think it was, Charlie Kirk or one of the guys was saying, you take a Midwestern community like Springfield, Ohio, where all of a sudden they lose the factories for employment. They're dealing with drug problems of methamphetamines or crystal meth and all of those backwoods type of manufactured drugs. And then all of a sudden you sneak in a refugee population on them with a totally different anti-Christian mindset and culture that is so contrary. And now all of a sudden these people with such wonderful Christian values are ready to start taking their guns and shotguns and saying, "Oh no, we don't want you in our community." And you can understand and hardly blame them. And then you wonder what with the administration, why are you dumping that on unsuspecting people? You don't tell them. You just send a bus to their community, set up shop, dump off Haitian refugees, and tell them to go to this address, and they get a stipend of $3,000 a month.
Yep, which a lot of Americans need that too.
Yes, and that's the whole point. Springfield, Ohio people are saying, what about where's our stipend? Where's our $3,000 a month?
Yep.
Anyway, I didn't mean to unload all that. It's just that I have the applications ready to send you, and I'm thinking, oh, brother. So I got to
send them through. Send them through. I'll
send them through, but I just thought, if John sends them to some of his underwriters, they're going to say, we're staying away from Springfield, Ohio.
Oh, yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't, hopefully values don't get knocked too hard. It's all about what the market does in reaction. Yeah. So lenders won't back out unless the real estate sees some sort of, problem. Values.
Well, the values are actually high and going up because the demand for housing is there, but I'm waiting. My guy is Brian Kinter, and he runs everything through his wife and their LLC. Make sure we get all that stuff to you probably within 24 hours or less.
Perfect. Okay.
All right, man.
Awesome.
John, you guys have a great rest of your evening on the West Coast. We're about ready to wind it down here on our.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. I will. Thank you. And you too. God bless you, brother.
All righty.
Thank you
as well.
That's my boy. Dan brought us some good deals. Being a great referral partner right now for the firm, my brokerage, and he's doing such a good job as a referral partner. It's like he's just going to be an LO with the firm. We're just going to partner up here soon. So, a lot of stuff going on with the Haitian community, I guess, up in Springfield. I heard Trump say something about the Springfield cats and dogs being eaten, but I didn't understand. And Dan had he said he just got a deal in Springfield, and that's exactly what's going on. And his deal is for a Haitian business owner who's running a firm, I don't know, a grocery store. So who knows? Hopefully she's not participating in the cat killings or whatever that might be happening. But apparently they're having problems up there. All right, let's see. I got a commercial deal here. Okay. So this deal right here, FICO score is super low. And so looking for a loan, cash out, Colorado. It's kind of a dinner playhouse thing. We should be able to do 50% for this person though. So we have a special program called our Fast 50. No FICO score requirements on our Fast 50 program. Rates are better as well on the Fast 50 than the other programs. I'll show you guys right now what it looks like. There it is. Okay, Fast 50 right here. So Fast 50 is pretty sweet. It's the same program that we always do. No income, no asset, no tax. But with the Fast 50, there is no FICO score requirement. You could be 1 day out of bankruptcy and we'll fund you. And this is our rate sheets here. 1 to 4s, multifamily, commercial. Not a bad deal. Take you guys back to this main page so you know how to get a hold of me. And in the meantime, we're going to keep sending scenarios out and calling brokers and talking to borrowers when they come up. We need to share the right screen here. Window. This one. What is going on here? Let's try that again. There we go. So that one. That's what I want to share. There we go. Who is it? Okay. Some of my existing students. Anybody joining in right now? We're just working away on private money and commercial loan scenarios. Right now we're talking velocity money, which is the money I rep. And I'm quoting a 50% LTV loan for somebody right now. And all you do is go into our Fast 50 program. It's pretty easy. If you want to know how to do these loans, just give me a call. My phone number is right there. Give me a call, shoot me an email. We'll talk about it. Whatever you want to ask about commercial, whatever's stopping you from brokering commercial mortgage loans, private money loans. It's all I do. Just help people niche down into the private money commercial mortgage world. We got a signing today for a $350,000 loan. It's going to be a good one. Everybody's making money on that one. Well, guys, I'm right about ready to sign off. So if anybody wants to get on a live Q&A right now, I'm going to give you about 5 more minutes, and then we're going to call it quits for the day. It is too hot under these lights. I have a big light here and a big light behind me, and it is hot. And the fan, my kids threw a piece of paper in the fan, and so whenever I turn it on, it just makes noise. So I can't have that on right now with the live. So getting somebody's appraisal right now. So this borrower is looking for a refinance, and this was just, refinance. Value came out about 10,000. No, excuse me, 25,000 less than they're anticipating. So when you're brokering these loans, you know, you want to get the best value you think on a refinance. You know, borrower's going to give you just some random number. Do a little bit of research. Tell them what you think, because at the end of the day, the lender's going to do an appraisal, and you know, you don't want the shell shock to come from the borrower. You don't want it to be like a huge surprise that the value is less. All right, I'm signing out. Links are inside the chat. If you guys want to hook up, you want to be send me loans over at Velocity, send it through. If you want to partner up, you want to build a brokerage, partner up, learn about how to actually broker these loans, learn the turnkey systems that I've developed, click the other link below, the new finance link. Regardless, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.